Chicken looks good, let's make a video. Hey guys, what is up? Lefty back here again, and thanks for checking out the video. So, previous fans or subscribers of mine know that I have made a video in the past. Probably shouldn't hit the table like that, but bounced the shit out of the camera. But I made a video in the past kind of saying what kind of magazines I would stockpile for an AK. Obviously, that was well before the shit that we have now when, you know, Russia and Ukraine and all that fun jazz that's going on. But, you know, I've seen a whole bunch of comments underneath the video saying like, well, you should see the price now, it's fucking 130 bucks. Even though they don't really even realize that the video was made about 5 to 6 years ago or some shit like that. So anyway, I thought it would be a fun idea to kind of give my current opinions on the AK platform and whether or not you should buy one in 2023. So let's get into it. Okay, so first and foremost, I'm just an asshole on the internet. Anything I say, basically, who cares? This is basically for entertainment purposes. This is me ranting to a camera. So my current opinion, don't worry, I have plenty of things I can show in front of the camera. It's gonna be very exciting. And just so I have something to do with my hands as the washing machine goes off, we're gonna be talking about AK stuff and all that fun stuff. So as it currently stands, in my opinion, if you're looking at getting an AK, I think the 74 is completely obsolete. Unless you're going completely for the fact that you want one, or just because they're cool as shit, or whatever you want to say. If you're looking for an AK to defend your life or defend your property, blah blah blah, you know, boogaloo type shit, I would say steer clear of the 74. Not because it's a bad gun, but it just kind of logistically kind of sucks at the moment. The only AKs that I would basically buy are near the range of about $2,000 to $3,000 at the moment. Back in the good old days, you could get a Arsenal SLR 104 for, you know, right around $1,000. I think I paid 11 or 1,000 or 1,100 bucks for mine. So pretty decent deal, especially considering the ridiculous prices that they are now, which are basically 2,500, I would say average. You know, so that's basically the only gun that I would trust my life to. Not to say like anything like the PSA is a bad gun, but I don't think it's a duty grade gun. Not that it won't serve you and might actually work perfectly fine when you need it to, but you know, that's just kind of my opinion. So yeah, for those reasons, you know, I don't know. But let's say you want to get the gun, you get the gun, you got $3,000 burning a hole in your bank account. You're like, you know what, fuck that, I'm gonna sell my Dogecoin and I'm gonna buy an AK-74. So what do you got? You got your cool gun that shows up at your doorstep, like everybody thinks that it does. How much does it cost to feed? Well, right now, the biggest allure of the AK platform back in the good old days was the inexpensive and the abundance of the ammo. Not so much anymore. The steel case shit ammo is now on par with brass 223, which is, that's saying kind of a lot. That basically sort of negates it. So you're paying almost exactly the same price as you would for brass 5.56, and you're getting steel 5.45. You know, you can take it whatever you want to whip from that little piece, but yeah, I mean, I wouldn't do it. Going back to my props here, let's talk about magazines for the 74. The Circle 10 pattern magazines are roughly similar in price that they were. I mean, depending on where you can find them. If you can find them, that's the major thing. Is these things are basically about 50, 60, 70 bucks. I would say a little bit, probably closer to 60, 70, if not more. The same goes for the 74 and the 47 variants. These things, the Bakelite, whatever the fuck you want to call it, stay away from these damn things unless you just want to own a really expensive piece of plastic, essentially, because these things are commanding roughly around $130. Great magazines look really cool. Don't waste your money on that, especially if you need a lot of mags. So that kind of goes to steel 5.45 mags. I've seen a few of them, but not enough to really like stockpile them. So that's just kind of what it is worth. And in my personal opinion, going back to the previous video, I don't like steel mags. I think what you get for, you know, about half the price of a normal polymer mag, or, you know, of any different flavors, I don't think it's worth it. A lot of the steel mags require fitting. You're just sitting down in your goddamn basement with a file, just working on the damn tabs, and I don't want that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to spend $3,000 and then go sit in the basement and just file shit down so it works. Like, I don't know. Personally, that's just not what I want to do with my time. So now you got your mags, you got your gun, and you got your bullets. Let's talk about the effectiveness of the 5.45. Basically, tit for tat, same shit as the 5.56. So you're paying more for the mags, more for the gun, because you can get a bang-ass fucking AR for half that price of that AK-74. So again, my personal opinion, dead. Moving on to the 47, which is my big boy prop right here. Arsenal 107 FR or some shit. Folding stock. Really neat, really fun. Yeah, so again, these stupid things are going right around the same price. Now, I think you can get a better 7.62 AK than you can a 5.45, generally speaking. Again, the ones that I would trust my life to are ridiculous in price. So, but let's talk about the 47 now. If you really do need an AK, I think there actually is some viability there. Because once again, you know, a PSA might do you fine when you need it, right? But long term, I don't know. I just rather buy something that is more quality, right? But again, this gun is basically the same sharing the same issues with the 74 is having, right? Really expensive fucking magazines, right? These things, 70 bucks, Bakelights, well over 100 bucks, just stupid stuff. But there are some American versions that I really do like. They have the X-Tac magazines, which last I checked, if you can find them, are right around 25 bucks. Cool beans. The US Palms just came out of fucking nowhere. Again, these things are, you know, bankrupt and all of a sudden they're back. Personally, I don't like these. I would much rather have these. You know, yeah. I think I talked about in a previous video, you just can't disassemble these. These are better, you know, blah. And those are around 20 bucks. These are around 25 if you can find them. I'd rather go with that. Steel mags, same shit. I don't like to grind on stuff to make it fit. Sometimes you get lucky and they work right away, but sometimes not so much. So, but what the 47 has that the 74 does not is the fact that you can get a 30 cal intermediate cartridge in a fairly decent sized gun for relatively inexpensive, right? So that is pretty cool. Not saying you need to get an Arsenal or anything like that. Again, my kind of opinion, but you can get yourself an AK around $1,000 that hopefully will do you well if you need it. But like I said, the fact that you can still get a 30 cal gun, that size, that readily available, sort of, mags are still there, ammo is still there. The 47 still has a little bit of viability when you need a 30 cal gun when a 22 cal just doesn't do what you need it to do. So there's that. Pause. Sorry, I had to check my chicken here. Let me see. Going back to it, I mean, the AK is a fine gun, right? But if I have to spend $3,000 on one of these things, I'm getting myself a Gucci ass AR. Or going for something sort of mid-tier like a BCM or Ghazi or Daniel or whatever the fuck you want to do for right around 2,000 bucks and be fine. And I got $1,000 to spend on mags and ammo or optic or whatever you want to do, as opposed to just spending $3,000 to get in this damn thing. So there's that. And then, like I said, I mean, I'm a big fan of AKs, but they're just not as good as ARs. Like, yeah, they're fun guns. The rock and lock and stuff is fun, but to be honest, it's not as efficient and it's not as nice as just a simple push-pull magazine design. It's kind of a fact, at least my opinion. Again, I'm an asshole, whatever. Going on, the manual of arms is not hard and it's not bad, but as a left-handed shooter, doing this constantly to constantly sweep off the safety is not my most favorite thing to do. But, you know, where the AR excels, in some regards, this thing kind of kicks its ass because of the operating system, you know, being able to do that, big fan. So, I mean, at the end of the day, you just kind of have to make up your own mind. I've autistically laid out my point of view, and if you found some entertainment in this thing, drop a like if you liked it. Subscribe helps out the channel. I got some links down below if you want to support the channel. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess we'll see what happens with the whole Russia and Ukraine thing and see if things can get back to normal. Other than that, be good.